everyone, I'm Karen Das.
And I'm Vinay Harrichan from the Cutlass magazine.
So this is the star.
Lại để đưa nó tay để xoay cho mặt nó tập số.
So good to see you again, Vinay. So we're keeping up with Trinidad Bhojpuri words and phrase. Another impressive week. Folks should try their best to keep up with these words. And we started off with DAAN KARAY. DAAN KARAY. DAAN being the prominent word or the significant word there, DAAN, and many were able to connect DAAN with GAILEE. So DAAN KARAY.
Yes, exactly. And so DAAN is the noun and KARAY is the verb. So DAAN KARAY means to give someone a gift, to give someone a donation. Sometimes it's in the context of giving it to a religious elder or religious leader, the way that you give a dachna or a sida. But it's also used to give, alms to poor people or people in need. And you could also just use it contextually to give a gift. And the way that people referred it back to Gaudan, you know that Gaudan is the gifting of a cow. Gau being the cow, Dan meaning the gift. So DAAN KARAY, Dan gift, KARAY meaning to do or to complete something, means to just give a gift.
Yeah, that was a nice one for Monday, which took us into another Trinidad Bhojpuri word, PARAAN. Now, I was not really surprised to note those who found the word strange. They actually said they've never heard that word before, PARAAN, but were familiar with Pran. And of course, the word Pran, not because of the Bollywood villain, Pran. But the proverb, there's this very popular proverb, Pran jai par vachan na jai. So Pran, you'd remember Pran from that. And you're also able to connect with the word Pran in that bhajan, Itina to karna swami, to Pran, Pran, jab Pran tan se nikle. So Pran seemed to be the one that people were much more familiar with.
Yes, exactly. And so Pran or Paran, as we tested, means your life. And some people might know the Hindustani word zindagi or jindagi. And that means more literally like your life, your lifestyle. But Pran or Paran has to do with your life, meaning your soul, your life force, your breath of life, your breath. So it's a little bit more of a spiritual meaning. That's why the context of it is mainly used within the confines of religion, because it has a lot of religious, spiritual context. But I find that the change from Paran to Pran, and as we know in Bhojpuri, people tend to elongate the word, adding that, extra A there, that sound. I think that's kind of a symbolic of how in our religious customs words have changed over time. Some people might say mandap instead of maro. They might say haldi instead of hardi. So this is kind of a case of that shift there.
All right. So life force, life, soul, those were the common answers, those who were able to catch on to Paran. Well done. Our Trinidad Bhojpuri phrase last week, hum thak GAILEE, hum thak GAILEE.
Yes, exactly. And hum thak GAILEE. So whenever you say hum thak GAILEE, meaning I am tired or I am exhausted, you might say that when your pran or your paran feels like it's going out. So hum thak GAILEE is just I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Tak being the Hindustani word for tired. Tak being the Hindustani word for tired or exhausted. Hum meaning me, and then GAILEE meaning something that has happened. So hum thak GAILEE, I am tired, I am exhausted. And I haven't heard hum thak GAILEE used as a phrase in songs per se, but the most similar comparison I could give it to is the conscience song we all know that goes Me thak gayo re, me thak gayo re. And that song means I'm fed up, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. So me thak gayo re in Hindi becomes Hum Tak GAILEE in Caribbean Hindustani or Trinidad Bhojpuri.
Right. And how many times a day we actually say, I am tired? We say it when we're in traffic. We say it when we're in work. We say it when we're at home. You say it when you go to bed. You say it when you have exams to prepare for. Hum thak gayi, I'm tired. I'm fed up. So we can actually use that phrase now. Another Trinidad Bhojpuri word, which could get you a little exhausted too. Ghusray. Ghusray. Now, I came across two contexts with this, the use of the word ghusray. So some said basically, when you tell somebody to move aside, or, just go around, and somebody's just like, they're up next to you all the time, and you just like go around, or you want a seat somewhere, you just tell them ghusray. And I've also seen ghusray in terms of creeping, or just being very stealthy, or just hiding, or as we would say here in Trinidad, to just chook up. So ghusray.
Yeah, so there seems to be a little bit of confusion between GHUSRAY and GHUSKE. And those are two words that are found in our Trinidad poetry. And as people can probably recognize, they sound very familiar. But the thing
Yes.
about Hindustani is a one letter difference changes the entire meaning. So it seems like GHUSRAY can mean like when you sneak up on someone or when you're hiding from somebody. It has that context. Whereas guske is when you tell someone to shift around or move around, to give you space, or they stick up on you, stuff like that. So guske is move around, shift around, why you stick up on me. And then gusre would be, why you gusre up from behind, or why you gusre in from me, why you hiding from me. Gusre has a more context of like someone being stealthily, moving very stealthily, or hiding from you, or being out of your view.
Right. So that's the difference between ghusray and ghuske. And our Trinidad Bhojpuri word on a Friday, which is usually food related, MORAAI. Well, everybody got this one right, and we even got some recipes, and we got some ideas on how you use MORAAI, and the most common would be in pepper sauce.
Yes, exactly. So morai is essentially radish. I saw some people commenting a white carrot, and it was nice to see all the pictures of the
Yes.
white carrots that people were mentioning. And I did remember one comment where someone said how in Suriname they call it mure. So I thought
Mm-hmm.
that was fascinating. But yeah, morai is the white radish that we use for pepper sauce.
Uday as well made note of how they say Murai there in Lucknow, and what it is in Hindi, what it is in Bhojpuri, and what it, of course, it is in English. All right, so there we go. A nice end to another week of Trinidad Bhojpuri words and phrase. And to keep the words active, to keep the words in use, just to have conversations. So if you're in the kitchen, you can use the word Murai. If you're feeling tired, you can say Hum Tak Bailey. The more we use the words, and the more we use this in conversation, or even if we were writing and you use some of the words and the phrases, we keep the language alive, because we've lost it so much over the years. And features like these, this is the effort that we all make to try to hold on and preserve whatever we have left. So thank you for keeping up and for sharing with us as well on Trinidad Bhojpuri words and phrase. And if you'd like to get in touch with Vinay, here's how you do so.
Yes, you can follow me at Cutlass Magazine on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, or send me a message or a sandesh since we're using Hindustani. You can send me a sandesh at cutlasspodcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. Just don't send it via Parawat, because it will not reach in time. All right, so that's it. Trinidad Bhojpuri words and phrase. Oh, and if there's a word that you grew up hearing, or you've heard it in conversation somewhere, and you're not sure about the meaning, feel free to share with us. You can send us a little message, and we'll investigate. We'll find the meaning of the word, and we'll probably even feature it here to find out if anyone else is familiar with that word. All right, so until next week, bye.